Welcome back to the Something Original podcast. My name is Chase.
And I am Gannon.
Just right into it, dude. We are starting off on the right note. 1 foot too loose. Foot loose. I don't know. Cut that.
Don't tell me to cut it.
Cut that, Gannon. We don't need it.
I'll get on it.
Yeah. So, welcome back, guys. Should we plug us at the beginning anymore, or should we just...
I think the end just,
It hits
the
different.
end works more. I think the end works more, like, because we get to, like, these natural conversations most of the time, and then we just forget about it until the end, and then,
Yeah. So, no guests this week. No Adrian. No one. Just you and me. You know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean? Can you tell me?
It means that it's going to be, very advantageous.
That's a big word.
It's going to be very sensational.
I like that. This has to go on the P Hub then.
It's going to be astronomical. Nah, it's just
Speaking
gonna be a couple dudes talking about shit. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't really know where I was gonna go with it, but you said you had topics this week. I'm literally drawing a blank.
I have one solid topic. It's kind of a grim topic, but
let's get into the bad stuff then first.
So you know how like people will talk about the power of words, and they're just words.
Yeah.
And certain words can have more powerful meanings,
Yeah.
certain things.
Yeah.
So I always see, and as being somebody that knows someone personally that has, I'm going to use the word that I'm talking about. It's unalive, right? Yeah. I always see it. I always see people talk about unalive is unalive, and I know somebody that unalived themselves, and I wanted to kind of pick your brain about it because I feel like in most other societies, religions, what's the other word? Cultures in general, they talk about death, but they usually talk about it as a form of release, or they talk about it in the sense of like a new beginning. Like some people believe in reincarnation. Some people believe that there's something better on the other side, Valhalla, Nirvana, etc., etc. And I feel like using unalive takes power away in a weird stigma, because I feel like in American culture we look at death like it's some like gross, you know what I mean? It's like it's got this stigma around it instead of looking at it as something that could be possibly more or better, or like, no one really is like, man, I just can't wait to die, like, unless
one of these days, I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure like if I make it to 100, knock on wood, I'm sure like my bones and everything are gonna be like, dude, just give up, but,
just please, not another day.
But I just wanted to pick your brain about it and see what you thought
about the whole like
the
culture around death. Yeah,
because like you got the one that pops in my mind the most is probably Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah,
it's like and they look at it as something artistic, poetic, and beautiful.
Yeah.
And I feel like for us, it's like, ugh, ewy, Like, but then I feel like with unalive, it even takes away, because like after losing someone especially that takes their own life, it's like, I feel like that's just you're just like trying to make it unemotional. Like unalive just seems like they killed themselves. They took their life.
Yeah.
What do
So
you
so
think?
you want like my opinion on like the term unalive, as opposed to like
Yes. Yes.
the
And
other
I know
one.
you're more of the political guy. You're more of the I
Yeah.
wanted to, cuz I like everything else that's going on. I don't really like
Yeah.
none of that. I like to just kind of mind my business and learn from afar. So I was thinking about it this week, and I was like, you know what? Chase should be a guy to talk to about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I never really thought of. Like the term, I started noticing it with TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
people using it, and I think the only reason why they would started using that as opposed to the other word is because they would get their videos taken down. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if it had that word in it, so they had to start using unalive. But I think we've co-opted that term as to being a more gentler word than the other one, you know. I'm not even trying to say it now because I feel like it might take the video down or something. I don't know. Especially if this goes on TikTok, which it might not. I don't know. But I like it. I think it's fine. And I think with like American culture, we do look at death as just like a into the only thing that we really truly know about, because no one really knows what happens after death. We have beliefs, we have faith, and I'm not trying to take that away from anybody, but I think it's just ingrained in our culture that just because it's so unknowing, it's sad when somebody does leave. But in other cultures, they view it as a celebration. And I think it's better that way, truthfully. And maybe it is just, I don't know anything about the cultures or anything. I don't really want to speak to it, but it could be just a coping mechanism for them. Something that they developed over time. It's like, it is very sad. Like death is a very sad thing, obviously, but it's a way for them to kind of move past the grieving point of it and more look at it more as like a celebration.
Yeah, and I actually now retract my statement after you saying that, because I've noticed a lot of people have been like at like funerals, they've instead said celebration of life. So I mean, I guess it's yeah, it's a stigma.
It is. I mean, so yeah, what are your thoughts on it? Like, what are your thoughts on the term? And
Well, it's just, I don't know. I feel like if you lived a life from your own perception was worth living in some way, shape, or form, whether, to each their own. You got people that care about wealth, money. Wrong. But, and so they look at it like, this is what I have achieved in my life. This is what da da da. So people was like helping others in any way, shape, or form, any way you can. Just show kindness.
yeah,
It's not all about material. But then, and they get to that point in their life, and they could just get to that deep breath and that knowing, like, this is fine. I'm okay with this. So I feel like at that point, it is more ceremonial and beautiful in a strange way. And I think that's honestly a lot of like what's coming on with that book I'm working on. It's like I just wanted to
that one elusive book.
Death Our Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to, I don't know, symbolize.
You're just speak it out into the universe. Try to definitely articulate just your general thoughts and what you want to put on paper and stuff, and
and then put that all in different
mediums
within the story.
Yeah.
And make it fun.
I like it.
And then turn it into an anime. Bing, bada, boom.
So that's the end goal.
That is real, like, If I could see this, what I want, like what we've worked on it. We've done a lot of different things, and I still have those notes that we were working on. And if I can just get that, you know, illustrated, that to me, I feel like would be the point where I'm like, I'm okay with this. This is okay, you know. And hang on.
What do you mean this? You mean life?
Yeah, like honestly, like
Okay.
if I could, because hang on, there's like a Greek saying, and I got it, screenshot it somewhere here. Did I not actually screenshot it?
He's look at him. Look at this man falling apart.
There's no way I did not.
You don't know fluid Greek?
It was.
Is it Greek or is it like?
It was like a beautiful saying. Oh wait, here we go.
Cthulhu.
Okay, it's
not Cthulhu.
No, it's absolutely not. I'm gonna try to say it, so don't hate. Okay, verba volant, scripta manent, right? Okay. Spoken words fly away, written words remain. You know.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't care about like all the, you know, like I know like people that make animes, especially long-lasting animes, they make a lot of like money and you know, but just to know that I left something that you know, like books, like essentially they just stay, like they get reprinted, they get redone, and then after I'm gone, someone could have it. So if it could bring peace to at least like another person that reads it and they're like, I get it, you know?
That's why I like art so much, you know, because you ask any sort of like intelligent enough person, and some of the most intelligent people are like, yeah, you know, art is probably one of the most important mediums in our society. You know, it's one of the most important fields in a working, functioning society. But you talk to these like econ bros and they're like, "Ugh, finance is like where you need to be at and stuff." But it's like the stock market isn't gonna last, you know, another 50 or 100 years. You know what will last forever? Art. We have museums dedicated to all these different pieces throughout time, and they told stories.
Yeah,
Van Gogh. Yeah, they told stories, and they essentially like helped us understand what happened back in the day, you know. And it's just those are like these historical records that we have been able to even use for future societies to help get an understanding of like the area, or you know, like just how our upbringing came about, and it helped science with future other endeavors or whatever. That's just one of the things that I love about art, you know. It's just like I think it's more important. A lot of people will be like,
it is the one thing
not very important.
That just like stands the test of time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, changed currency just about every 200 years, you know. Everything
Inflation
changes,
baby.
And sadly enough, like, I love music. We've talked about this. You love music.
When's the album coming?
I don't know. But even with music, right? Like, I feel like with each generation, even so, like I love music, but nobody's listening. Like sometimes I'll put them on. Like I like a lot of oldies from like the 1960s, 1970s, but like 1920s music doesn't reach. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't reach out. But then there's like what you're talking about. You got these paintings, you got these arts, you got these writings, and they last and they keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
See,
Well, I think music is more of, well, I guess any art in general is like a reflection of the times also.
That's
So
very true.
in the 20s, like, yeah, the music was being made for that time. Now, our music's being made for our time. There might be
Which is
one classic
mostly whack.
that comes up. Who?
I said, which is mostly whack. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
I see so many people get hype over music and then I'm listening. I mean, I can't say much because I do listen to some garbage music in the sense of like intellect, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not gonna last for this especially. I feel like especially with this generation, there's nothing that's gonna be like I'm not gonna be 80 listed. I'm not gonna throw on Lucky when I'm 80 and I'm like, hey Sonny, this is what I listen to, you know.
Just like driving the grandkids to school is like, hey,
Yeah.
let me pop on some of my tunes.
Like, Faces Mac Miller, I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna put your kids on real quick.
I think Mac Miller might stand the test of time.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will definitely tell my kids, and I hope they tell their kids. Be like,
Who you think's like an artist right now that could, I mean, not Mac Miller, but like who you think could still be relevant in 50 years?
Probably Kendrick.
You think?
I think Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick. I mean, especially with a lot of his older stuff.
Yeah.
Like Section 8. Like when he was talking more about like systemic problems
Yeah, for sure.
and like cultural issues. Because I feel like that, unfortunately, with the way society progresses, those things seem to just keep circulating.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't stop. So I feel like, so I'll throw on Rakim, like Eric B. and Rakim. I like some of those older jams where it's like just straight lyrical about just like, making a stand for even just yourself. And
Yeah.
I feel like that Kendrick has similarities and such where he's, driving these narratives with his lyrics that can stand like that and do those kind of things. And, and I feel like what stands the test of time is when somebody in like 2 generations down is like, here's this, pulls it up, here's about them in some kind of way. Here's about, like, let's say 20 years from now, someone is like, there's a kid, he's like, he's got his microphone, he's got his laptop, he's got everything set up.
Yeah.
And then he's like just trying to get inspired, so he throws on like an oldies playlist, and then there's Kendrick, and it's playing like Ronald Reagan era, and then he's like, what is this? And then at that moment, because that's how it was with me with Mac Miller, like I was just and even he was more new, like when we first started listening to him, like back in high school.
Yeah.
And as I kept listening to him more and more, the more he inspired me to make music. And I feel like if people could take that from like Kendrick's music, which they could easily,
Yeah.
inspire not just the next generation, but the generation after that, lyrically in some kind of way, passionately in some kind of way, beyond just like sex, drugs, money, like it could be more beneficial in music. I'm not even saying like they were creating. See, I get inspiration from. I make mostly like hip hop, rap music. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. Sorry about that.
No, go ahead. Go all out.
But
It's your podcast too,
yeah, but I feel bad. And so making like rap and like I make a lot of rap, I make a lot of hip hop, and I'll be singing on some tracks too. But I even get like different inspirations from like older bands, like
Yeah.
like I like Jimi Hendrix a lot. I know that's kind of like a basic whatever, like but like
Yeah, it's a classic, man.
yeah,
Hall
like,
of Famer, bro.
like he says a lyric in a song. I forgot what it was called. He's like, I cut a mountain down with the edge of my hat. Right? And like to me, like listening to that, I'm like, dude. Especially now with anime, I'm like, dude. He just takes his hat off, throws it, mountain just
Cuts in.
dude, I'm just like, yeah. Like in my head, I'm like, that's powerful. It's inspiring. That's something that's like, oh, you know.
What do you think the people back in the day thought about that lyric, though? It's like, what does he mean by that?
Are you talking about? I can tell with the accent which kind of demographic you're shooting for here. And you talk about squares, then they're probably like, what is this, man? What's going on here, man? I know some people that are like, it's ironic that all the hippies wanted to go off and like be their individual people, but they did it as a group. And I'm like, I think y'all mad because they were having good times is really what it is. You guys are over here like watering.
And they just have a collective understanding of like how
love
it should
and
be.
peace and just, you know. And I think honestly a lot of people were just jealous they didn't just dive into this perfect opportunity just like laid out there. Like you got a bunch of people just migrating around in vans, like a bunch of gypsy people just chilling. Like they're just sitting out in the trees, just like smoking weed, and then they're just like, man, I'm gonna have to go into work today. Darn hippies. Man.
Or just smoking weed in the woods.
Take a bath, hippie. You know, like, just, why? Why are you being like this? You're just angry, bro.
It's so funny, too, because, like, nothing has changed today, even. You hear the older people like, oh, these younger people don't want to work anymore. Motherfucker, like, we work so goddamn... Like, literally talk to anybody. Talk to any young kid. We're fucking working all the time. Even my parents would say something like that. Just like, oh, you're so lazy. But I was working every single day in high school. I had school. I had a job. I had a social life that I did not maintain. You know, it's just like, it's one of those things. And it's just, it's always going to happen. And I'm sure we'll fucking do it. We'll find some way to be like, yeah, these younger kids.
Honestly, I'd rather just make enough so
and
that my kids be chilling. I'm like, you want to learn
Yeah.
something? Just travel, man. Just go out and do something. Do something. You want to shoot for the stars? I hope you shoot for the next universe, homie. Don't let anybody clip your wings.
That's what I want, dude. I want, that's why I wish there was like a fucking high-speed rail system in this country. You know?
Like bullet
Because, yeah, essentially. But that's the thing. Like, Japan has this very well thought out, like, public transportation system, you know? And it works, you know? There's not a lot of car usage in Japan. Like, outside of cities, probably, for sure. But even then, there's still buses and there's still trains that go out there. Like, America is so fucking big, yet we're so spread out and divided and all this shit. I feel like that would be the perfect thing to bring us all together, bring all cultures together in this giant country that is supposed to be united. And that way we get it, because America's beautiful. There's the Rockies, there's like these giant fucking lakes, Yosemite, fucking Yogi Bear campground. Did you ever go there?
No.
You never went to Yogi Bear, bro?
Wait, when? Where's it at? I didn't even know this was a thing.
I think in Indiana, actually. My parents used to take me.
You think I'm going to make a separate trip to go to physical hell on earth? I think I'm good, bro. Is it good?
It was like...
I'm just joking.
No, it's just like a campground, and it was like Yogi Bear themed, but I loved it. It was so fun.
Do you know that was my nickname in high school?
Yogi?
Yeah, did you ever hear my dad yell it out at the football games?
No.
He's literally... My dad has a sleeve. You're about to learn a little something about me. My dad's got a sleeve.
I'm about to.
On his left arm. And it's flames going up, right? He's a firefighter.
Yeah. I've seen that, yeah.
And within the flames, he's got different
Is he Yogi Bear? Why is Yogi Bear on fire, bro?
No, it's like... It's nice. The way he's got it set up, it's like... So the flames come out around, right?
Yeah.
And it's got like each of our nicknames within it. He's got all different kinds of
Yeah.
pictures like pertaining to his life within the Flames, which is weird considering he's a firefighter in a way to me, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it started when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I would eat a ton, right? And for some reason, he saw like picnic. He like putting this in his mind, and then like my 10th birthday, we went to Chicago, and then all of a sudden he started calling me Yogi all the time. I used to have an old jersey. It might be up in the attic, an old TCN jersey from like Pee Wee, and on the back it says Yogi. Real story, true story. Number 80 was back when I liked. Who was that?
Jerry Rice.
No, he was a Cleveland. He was like a very small Cleveland Browns wide receiver. Kellen Winslow. You remember when Kellen Winslow played?
No.
Yeah, he
not at all.
for some reason I was like thought he was like the bee's knees. I was like, dude, Kellen Winslow. I think that's his name. I'm pretty sure that's.
Should we get him on the podcast?
Yeah, Kellen Winslow, hop on the pod. I need to talk to you real quick. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's your football number? Okay, thank you. Bye. Boom.
It's, no, like it connects everything. Okay, we'll see you later. Thanks for being on.
But
That's funny, dude. We're gonna have to name this podcast Yogi.
no, don't
Yogi
have to do
Bear.
that. Don't have to do that.
Why? Well, it connects my life and your life a little bit. I went to the campground. You had the nickname.
That's which is a weird.
Something original,
It's
you
a weird
know.
parallel
And
now.
it's gonna be nostalgic. The fucking audience will love it.
People start getting tattoos.
Yeah, like, you know.
It's
Did you
Yogi
ever
Bear.
watch the cartoon?
Yeah, a little bit growing up.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Hey, boo
I was
boo.
about to say. Hey, boo boo. I never
was
got
it?
the point of the show. It was just like them stealing picnic baskets, but it was like Tom and Jerry-esque, you know? They would always get caught and get chased off,
By the park ranger.
but they were always one step ahead of the game, yeah.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to go against two bears. You just kidding me?
Yeah.
It's just picnic baskets. Take them.
I wish bears weren't so ferocious. I wish I could just pet one, you know? Wish I could have a pet bear.
If you could have any animal domesticated, would it be a bear or would it be something else?
No, it'd be like a fox, but they already come, like, there are people domesticating foxes, which is, I don't know. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's kind of fucked up or like?
Domesticating foxes?
Yeah.
Not really. Not really. As long as it's
Okay.
like, as long as they go to like a good home, you know.
Yeah.
They got dingoes. That's wild dogs. You know, and a lot of times
That'd be fun.
They get murdered. I think they whistle. Is that a thing? Damn, where's Adrian
don't
at,
know.
bro? I'm pretty sure
Where's
dingoes.
it? God damn it.
Where's okay? Hang on.
He's gonna look it up, but like, yeah, I think a fox or I kind of want a deer. I feel like deers are very like symbolic in like
Is your
my
last name?
family.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah, but we always, yeah. Have you ever like? Well, I guess you're adopted, so
Oh.
like your family crest and stuff. Like, do you know
Yeah.
about that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know of
do you
it,
have one?
But I am okay.
Yeah.
No. Rub it in my face. Why don't you?
I'm not. I didn't mean to, but I just didn't know if you like cared about that stuff or not. I was really into it when I was younger, and I looked mine up, and like we have 3 deer heads in our crest, and like our name used to be spelled differently back in the day. It actually had the correct way to spell deer in it, but then over time it changed. They added a fucking A in it.
Oh, I think I found mine.
You found your coat of arms?
I think so.
What is it? Mine's
Hey,
like
no,
green
bro,
and
what?
yellow.
Mine's
Is
red
it a
and
fucking-
white. Mine's
hell
dude.
yeah.
Mine looks like a night, like some nice.
Well, yeah, it's usually. Oh, that usually means like you have like knights in your family or some
Because
shit.
it originated And once it went over here, like how they switched yours to an A, because it was Franz over there, no T.
Yeah.
But hang on, bro. It's like a...
Mine would have deers because it was like we would hunt deers.
You can't see it because it's a Google image. But
Yeah.
I'm going to show you... No, it's not going to work here.
Yeah, just send it. Screenshot it. Send it over our way. Sorry, audience. Sorry, audio listeners. By the way, guys, we are doing video. If you didn't know, now you know.
It's
check
dope,
us out on
though.
YouTube.
It's like, I'm not mad at all about it. There's like a ram on top. I'm going to just describe it to the audio listeners. There's like a ram on top.
No, do it in like an old-timey voice, like an old English voice.
Hang on a second. I got to pull it up. I'm trying to send it to you at the same time.
Okay, yeah. Love the audio. Love the Mario hold music. I see it. Oh shit, dude, that's kind of dope. It's like 4 circles. Got a little ram and a knight. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
For the jousting today. Next we have the France family coming all the way from France. We're not French. And their crest symbolizes a shield with 4 circles. Above it, the helm of a knight. Feathers jousted, that's not a word, around it in all different directions. And above it, a ram with a circle in its mouth.
Is that a ram or a goat? That'd be kind of ironic with the symbolism with my family being Christian.
It looks kind of ramish.
Ram?
Doesn't look very goatish.
Yeah, I was going to say that'd be kind of odd to have Baphomet right at the top of our...
You're just secretly like the family of like the devil. Like you're just
like
a
Asta?
prodigy of like, yeah, essentially. That was a sick transition, low key. Well, wait, you didn't tell me what your domesticated animal would be though.
Oh,
we'll get into the other shit.
Domesticated animal of choice would be a wolf. Like, I'm talking like the big ones, like the huge. I like big
a
dogs.
dire wolf.
Yes, dude. Have you seen that video where someone thought it was a bear? Have you seen this video? They're like,
oh yeah.
What is it? And
dude, they're fucking massive.
And it jumps up and it runs, and it's one of those. One of those. Because I like big dogs as it is. I'm not a little dog guy. I do not care for little dogs.
I like little dogs.
Unless it was your dog.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the goat. That was the one little dog that didn't try to bite. I promise you, every time I look around a little dog, it tries to bite me.
Yeah, we trained it good.
He was so nice.
God, get it right. Get it right, dude.
Wait.
God, disrespect. Shiloh.
I knew this. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I know her name. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to make it. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
One. Because I like Cane Corsos. I've sent you pictures. I show you pictures.
Yeah.
But
You said it on the podcast before, also.
If I get a wolf, that even if it was strength trained enough, picture this. Who is that?
You ride it. You mount it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll come into town. They're like, "Who is this traveler? Comes from a distant land of Dayton." And then I'm just like walking, like just doom 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 on a dire wolf.
See, that's not how people would react to that. They would be like, "Oh my god, who is that guy? He's ruining our brunch right now. Why does he smell like that? Oh no!"
I'd be like, "Shut your mouth, peasant."
You just have an accent change. You're like, shut. The second you get the wolf, it's like, this is now my personality.
I'm a wolf guy. Oh! Fuck your brunch.
Have you seen those like TikToks where it's like, oh no, it's a full moon, and they use that like filter of the wolf? It's just, Oh no, babe, you don't want me around during a full moon.
Yeah.
The beast within me. Alright, so Black Clover.
Just in general?
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Initial thoughts? Because I recommended this to you a while ago, and you...
Started it.
Yeah.
Fell off of it. Started getting into everything else. Recently was like, you know what? Because what it was, I was trying to watch it. Came back to it. Saw that the Hulu thing was going on, where they're like,
oh, all of a sudden, a lot of good shows. We're just gonna like make them so you had to pay extra for them. It's like a pretty normal thing within capitalism that we do.
Yeah.
You had this before, but now you gotta pay more.
Yeah, you know this system that you pay for already every month. You're gonna have to pay more every month for these very popular shows that you like.
Or you could pay 1/4 the price and get Crunchyroll and get everything that you love.
and
See, we're very oh, sorry to cut you off, but we're
Nice.
very like particular now with our streaming services. You know how I had like every fucking one under the moon. Now we only have Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, and Crunchyroll.
that's what I'm talking about.
But
But
we
this is-
might honestly consolidate that too. We might get rid of Netflix.
I could see, like, I pull up Netflix. They got some good documentaries sometimes.
Yeah.
But HBO is bro. HBO is so solid. HBO
They
is
have
so
everything.
solid. DC. Enough said. Get out. I'm just kidding. But
We've been watching all the Harry Potters. It's like a perfect like holiday movie series too.
so is Die Hard.
Yeah, okay. You're one of those guys.
I'm just kidding. Have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No. Wait, is that the one with that one guy?
Andy?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have watched it.
Andy.
I don't like it because ACAB. But
It's not even like what? It's not even like an ACAT. There's just goofy cops, man.
I
They're-
know,
and
but
and-
I
and
still
not even
get
cops.
the vibe. I still get
They're
the vibe.
detectives.
It's just
I don't like cops. I'd be the first one
Nah,
to
they
say I despise cops. But that show
I
is
watched-
funny.
I watched it because it was funny. Yes. I did not like the whole cop aspect. Cuz even in some cases, I know it was all very satirical and to poke fun of police in general. There were still some things that went on about it where it was just like, oh man. Because it wasn't even like a real critique of the police. It was just like, this could be a funny scenario that happened in a police station. You know?
Where's Adrian at? Get Adrian.
We'll have him back on. We'll figure a way out for him to. He will
I'm
just
gonna
be
call him.
blowing up the chat.
I'm just kidding. Adrian,
No, actually,
how good is Brooklyn
call him
Nine-Nine?
and. Yeah. Are you calling?
FaceTime Adrian.
He won't be able to hear me. He'll just give his honest opinion. Surprise guest, Adrian will be on this episode. No, he won't.
Oh, are you showering? Are you drinking milk in
Put
the
him on.
shower? You got a gallon of milk? Oh, you're just shirtless. Okay, I was concerned for a second. I was like, why? Such a weird mix. Anyways, right? Okay, Chase does not like, and you're on the podcast right now, also.
No, I like it.
He's saying he likes it
But
now all
it-
of a sudden. Okay. That's
No,
weird.
I like it. I like how it's funny. I don't like the cop aspect. So I
You
don't
can't hear
like
him right
watching
now?
it.
He's right now all of a sudden backtracking quite crazily.
Not really, but
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, dude.
He doesn't like Brooklyn
Bro, it's so funny. I've seen it like three times.
It's my opinion.
It is a good feel-good show. You can just throw it on, and it's just like, wow, back at it, funny. Any of the episodes.
Wow, back at it. Title your sex tape.
That too. That too. Can you hear him through it?
Yeah.
Anything?
Hopefully
you
it'll
want
pick up, but I think so.
Anything you want to say to the people?
Do drugs.
There you go, kids. Don't do school. Do drugs. All right. I'll hit you. No. Calling you like that was very uncomfortable. I'll hit you up afterwards for the Overwatch Big Dad.
Alright, I'll be here watching One Piece.
One piece of that ass. Peace,
Bye,
bro.
Adrian. Love you.
He was like dying, choking, hitting his dab in.
Yeah, still, my opinion.
What about
is
Always
that
Sunny? Okay, I prefer Always Sunny over Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
You're going to, I think, physically and verbally assault me. I have not seen Always Sunny.
Not a single episode. Chase.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I watched it with Jacob in college, a couple episodes, and it's funny.
Where's
just
Jacob
never got
at?
around
Get
to
Jacob on the pod, dude. Where's Jacob
Hold on,
at?
let me FaceTime him. Hold on.
Why you do that? Do you care if I get a drink from my fridge? It'll be like 2 minutes. He didn't respond.
No.
Depression and a little
Deep.
bit.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Wow, that's crazy.
Follow you.
You've called one of your friends. I called one of my friends. My friend answered. I'm just kidding. I'll answer. You call me.
Well, hey, yeah, you're right. You answer the call right now. That's how we're doing it. You know?
If you're ever, you live in Colorado, maybe you get some edibles, right? Some edibles one night. You're feeling like, kind of want to laugh right now. I kind of want to see probably one of the funniest shows ever created, right?
No,
Like-
okay. Hear me out.
Well, you got Hulu?
It's been, yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's on there. Yeah.
We're cooking with fire
we
now.
have it. We have access to the show. And I will say it's come up in discussions with the girlfriend where we
Shiloh's got, she wants to see it.
Yeah. Yes.
But you have it.
And it just hasn't happened. We have a list, dude. There are so many goddamn shows. Everybody's like, dude, you gotta fucking see. I've never seen fucking Squid Games. That was like
I
the
haven't either.
number one show in the world. Yeah.
I have no.
Everybody's like, oh, you never watched Squid Games? I didn't want to. It's gonna sound bad,
No, it's not.
but I didn't want to
You're-
read the fucking subtitles, and I didn't want to listen to it dubbed because the fucking words didn't match up, and I was just like, ugh.
That's who I am. And then people make fun of anime. They're like, it's the same thing but better, but a million times better. Like if you
Really?
want to go that route, you're sitting there reading about something. Come on, man.
I think it sounds like a cool concept, and obviously it's good because like everybody and their mother loved it. But
Does it really make it good though?
I think if it has commercial success, yeah, I think statistically, I think it makes it good. If not a lot of people like it, it might just be like
Chase,
okay.
if everybody jumps off a bridge, right? And I'm gonna even add to the factor because it sounds kind of fun. Into
Okay,
shark-infested water because they hear that it can cleanse their soul. Are you
Okay.
jumping off this bridge?
Well, okay, so yeah, sure. If it's cleansing my soul, I don't know what that entails, but if it's worthy enough to jump off a bridge into shark-infested waters, then yeah, sure.
I have thessalphobia and I am terribly afraid of sharks. What's something you scared of that's on the bottom of this bridge?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to jump off a bridge anyways, but I mean, if it's something... See, okay, these are two, like, not very good hypotheticals.
Okay.
Because for one, a TV show is a lot different than jumping off a bridge, for one. Two...
What's your favorite show of all time?
My favorite show of all time, probably The Office, I think. Just there.
A Man of Taste,
classic.
I see. That is a great show. You jump off the bridge
Yeah.
for Steve Carell to come back in the show.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Instead, he never left. Like, right?
Yeah.
You jump off this bridge into shark-infested water, make it back to the beach. Would it be... I don't even know where I'm going with this analogy yet anymore.
Yeah, I didn't know where you're going. I would do it. If it brought Steve Carell back, I would jump off the bridge.
Like, he never left, though. Like, there was no heartbreak. I mean, that kind of adds to the sentiment of the show, I think. But...
I think if they would have ended with that, that would have been fine. And still have Will Ferrell kind of be like the takeover guy. Yeah.
But Will Ferrell didn't... He lasted for, like, what? Like
A couple
10
episodes, yeah. Yeah. I think he left the episode after Steve Carell.
I feel like it would have been funnier if he was in it more than... what's his name?
Andy?
Show. No. Who replaces
Jim?
Will Ferrell afterwards? You know the guy. What's that guy? He's got like all the money. He's got the weird party.
The California guy.
Yeah.
His name is California. I forget.
I think that guy that guy being replaced by Will Ferrell, like permanently, would have been.
Well, yeah. If
I
Will
like Will.
Ferrell would have
Yeah.
Wheel,
I like.
you
Will.
like Will Ferrell?
Yeah, I like Will, and I wash my clothes. What's up with it?
I think if Will Ferrell would have stayed on, I think everybody would have loved it, and I think that's what they were wanting to do. But obviously, Will Ferrell was just like the cameo fill-in guy. But if he would have stayed on, it would have been hilarious. But I don't think they had the means of keeping him on long term.
What do you think is one of the most like live-long comedy movies of all time? Like, what is one movie that you think is so funny that it's like, man, like if you heard a quote from it, you'd be like, man, that is still so good.
I don't know. I really like Tropic Thunder.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I can't think of any quotes, but it's a funny movie, and
I'm a guy playing a guy playing a guy.
there you go. There's your quote. Is that the episode title? I love how we just skipped over Black Clover, but
Oh, comedy movie. I think it's
yeah,
it's a very
There you
famous. It's a famous one. It's like a lot of people
Yeah.
are just like Tropic Thunder was such a good answer, dude. I don't care what anybody says. Step Brothers is so funny, bro.
Oh, I didn't even fucking think of Step Brothers, but that's a
Tropic
good
Thunder
one.
is like-
It's just a classic.
Yeah, like that. Step Brothers is like like I feel like you could say any quote to anybody and they'll know what movie you're talking about. Funny.
Honestly, like any Will Ferrell movie is like, I was thinking Elf for some reason, just because it's like the holidays and that was just like on my mind. But
That's probably my
yeah,
second
like
favorite. That's
yeah.
not my second favorite. holiday
Talladega
movie.
Nights, you know.
Yeah.
That's another one. What's
It
another
is-
one? Blades of Glory.
Bro, are you gonna like skip over what's a basketball one, bro? I'm drawing a blank.
Oh fuck.
Where he plays for the Tropics. Jackie Moon.
Yeah,
I literally
yeah.
cannot think. Semi-pro.
Okay. Yep. There we go.
Black Clover. Easy segue, obviously. Moon, magic, going into Black Clover.
Boom.
Battlestar Galactica.
There you go. Hey, I just an FYI, I want to say you hated on The Office
I did.
so much when I was watching it. Yeah, You were like Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is better.
I like Parks and Rec still a lot. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's still a good show, but then you were like, "Oh, dude, like The Office is just not it." You're a hater.
I like both. I like
think.
both of them. No, I like both of them like this. That's just me. I like both of them because I like The Office.
Since day one.
I like The Office, and I like the Parks and Recreation for very similar character parallels. Right? Ron Swanson, Dwight Schrute. I like both those shows for basically the same character but different.
Wasn't it the same producers and stuff too, though?
Yeah, it had to have been. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna give you a wrong answer, but I'm almost like 80% sure.
Here, I'm moving my camera so you guys can see me. It's getting dark in here.
So Beats Bears, Battlestar Galactica, Black Clover.
Black Clover.
I love
Perfect.
it. Okay, I'm in season 2. I don't know how far I'm in season 2. I love like not only the character development of Asta being a magicless mage trying to make his way in the world to become the Wizard King. Because I think it's still, and I'm usually not because I am a hater. I'm usually not a main character guy. Usually I'm like, ugh, get this guy off the screen. I want to see Itachi, you know? But with Black Clover, I'm like, I actually like Asta, you know?
Yeah.
He's stubborn. He's weird. He's goofy. A lot of people will talk down on him. But then he, with no magic power, just physical strength, is just like, you know what? I'm gonna beat you up. You know what?
Yeah.
You're gonna use your
with
magic.
this fucking demon blade.
Anti-magic demon blades, dude. And I'm at the part where he's like now being able to like figure out how to tap into it by. Did you make it that far? Where he like touches the blades? Oh.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's seriously been so long since I watched it, so I don't know.
I can tell you right now, one of my favorite characters is Mars. Mineral magic, fire magic in the cave. White hair, pink eyes. You don't remember this guy?
No. It's been a while since I watched it, so I don't think I could like even name the other guy.
Asta, he's the main character.
No, what's his brother's name?
You know. That could be a joke in itself. What do I know? You know.
You know.
You
No, Jinx. You owe me a fucking.
I sent you the link. I'm gonna send you the screenshot. He has huge character development, and I love his story. And what happens? I feel like I can't.
Oh
spoil
yeah,
it.
I've seen him.
I feel like I can't spoil it.
Wasn't he like a villain?
Yes.
I remember the fight with Asta and him.
But it gets better, dude. It gets better.
It gets better. I feel like, yeah, Black Clover, it's definitely up your alley because you love the like medieval knight stuff with the magic powers and stuff and
Drippy characters.
drippy characters. left
as
and
your
right.
favorite character, Yami. Captain.
I like that water girl.
Noelle.
Yeah.
I want Asta to get his head out of his ass and start getting, like, especially me, hopeless romantic. I see them and I'm like, stop, Asta.
Yeah.
For a second. Look away from the battlefield. She wants to care for you as a person, my guy. But you're just, like, so wound up at being the Wizard King that you're going to totally miss out on love. Have both of them. She's with you in battle, bro. Just have both of them.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you make it to the part? Okay, do you remember?
No.
Do you remember?
Never.
Do you remember the part of the show where like, you know Yami, the captain of the Black Bulls, right?
Where he has that fight with, I forget, but
With Light? Where it licked?
maybe. Oh yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
Do you remember when the other captains showed up to help?
No.
You didn't make it that far?
I don't remember, dude. I don't like. I'm sure it happened. See, I watched it when I was working during COVID. That's the thing. So it was on in the background, and I might have missed a bunch of stuff. He's sending me more shit. You say Asta is like the best. Would you say Asta is like the best main like protagonist?
I haven't made it through the entire series. I'll tell you this. I love My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
But I will not put Deku above Asta. I love My Hero. It's up there. But my top, probably 3. It's always shifting.
Yeah.
It's ever changing. Deku cries all the time, my guy. Which I get it.
Yeah.
It's emotional effect. It's an emotional effect.
Yeah.
But you over here, you got Asta, right? He don't cry. He knows that if he doesn't move in certain instances, people will die. He doesn't have time to cry. He's like my true magic is never giving up. I think that's in itself is sick, bro. Like my true magic is never giving up. He's a magicless character in a world where everyone else has magic, and he's like, you know what? I got these hands, I got these swords, and I'm gonna protect anybody I possibly can, even if it kills me. And then you hear like you get these side story, like these side hero developments within itself, where like someone's talking about their own personal goals, and he's like, "What are you talking about? This is like that's no recent like." And I think it's funny they always look down on him for being magicless, but then they end up turning their like almost instantaneously after a battle. They're like, he really just is a hero. Like he's what, and which is ironic because like superheroes is my hero.
Yeah,
It's in the name, Deku. Stop crying, my guy. You have all for one. No, you got one for all.
One for all.
Yeah. All for one's the villain. You got one for all. You literally have untapped potential out the wazoo. Most people only have one quirk, and you got like 7. And you gonna be sitting here crying. You don't got time for that, Deku. The world's blowing up, bro.
I think My Hero though is just like it's a world so full of heroes, so you're obviously gonna have better heroes around, and so you kind of it honestly makes sense to have Deku seem more unlikable for the rest of the story to make sense. Or
Asta has none of the magics. He's already a leg behind. Everybody's laughing at him except for Yuno at the beginning. Everyone's laughing at him except for Yuno. That's what I like. That's what I also love about them too. Is like you have Yuno who's got like all these magical abilities,
all the potential.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you got Asta who's essentially got none. They're both commoners.
Yeah.
Both making their way within the Magic Knights, and it's just like. I think that's why I have such a hold for it, because I feel like with Deku, he was given this power from literally the number 1 hero.
Yeah.
Which is like, I think it's sentimental because that's his favorite hero. That's who he looked up to out forever. And that's why I have like a hold to it, But at the same time, like, the Grimoires were all choosing the wizards.
Yeah.
Asta didn't get one at first. Everyone laughed at him. Even, like, Yuno didn't, but Yuno was quiet, didn't say nothing. Afterwards, Yuno's then attacked by the Chain Mage, right? Chain Mage locks up these other 2 people that were, like, harassing Yuno. Asta, at this point, don't even have a grimoire.
And he's still trying to throw hands.
He is throwing hands, bro. He has a grimoire. He's got no magic power. But Asta wasn't like, he didn't think about it. He didn't think like, oh man, these chains could really mess me up right now. Like, I need to take it down to my notebook. Deku, shut the fuck up. Also said, my brother essentially is in trouble. He's got a 4-leaf clover grimoire. If you don't know anything about it, 4-leaf clover is extremely rare, and it's like super powerful. Asa said, I'm just a dude, bro. I'm going to come up here. I want to hit you. I'm going to try my best. And that's when the 5-leaf chooses him.
Isn't it a 6-leaf?
No, 5. It seems that's what I was thinking too when I was rewatching it. I'm like, oh, he gets. I thought
Yuno had a 5-leaf, and then Asta's is technically a 6-leaf or some shit. Because wouldn't that make sense? Like 666 is kind of.
That's what devilish. I'm saying. Yeah, that would be the devil. But so, like for the Clover Kingdom, it's love, truth, something, and then for the 4th, it's luck. And then in the 5th resides the devil.
Devil.
Rock and roll. But yeah, dude. And I don't know. And like you're saying, knights, magic. I'm into it.
What's not to like?
Me personally, nothing.
Yeah. So, have you watched Chainsaw Man at all?
No.
That's on Hulu.
I'll probably check it out. Looks interesting.
It's one of the best animes, I've ever seen.
I see a lot about it. Like, and I know I don't like anything like that on. I haven't liked it because I haven't looked at any of it. You know, I see it on my For You page all the time. Like Chainsaw Man up in like they put it in like the top 10 based on like the manga. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Kind of spaced for a second. I thought it was Magna, but that's person of the Black Bulls. Of the manga, and yeah. I wanna check it. You're gonna hate. No, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it because I recently saw this thing where like a psychological attack on someone else could be something as simple as like, I'm about to tell you something. Oh, never mind. So Chainsaw Man, you know,
thank you.
You get where I'm coming from with that. You like, I saw this thing where it's like a psychological attack you could have on somebody else is like, hey, I'm about to tell you something, and it could be like the most minute thing, but so Chainsaw Man, so far, you're gonna hate me. From what I've seen, the animation style, it's kind of turning me off.
I think the animation looks like a goddamn movie every episode. I want you to say sorry to every single MAPPA animator who can't see their fucking kids, their family, because they're working on this goddamn anime, which is one of the best animes everybody's been saying.
I know, I see it all the time.
There.
I see it all the time. Okay.
It's good, dude. I would honestly.
I think it's I like those older. I like that old the old nostalgic anime where it's just like.
The thing is with this anime style, I think it's because Chainsaw Man wants to really take a realistic tone to everything. So they want to make it as realistic as possible and put as much detail. So I get what you're saying. Like, the animation style kind of does look a little too much. And I think that's just MAPPA's style of animating, because it looks similar to how Attack on Titan's last season looked, because MAPPA animated that too. But yeah, I think it's just the animation style. And once you like just watch a couple episodes, you get used to it. It's just kind of like... And then you honestly have a more appreciation for it, because it's like, holy shit, this actually is like really, really fucking good.
One of my favorite animation styles probably, and I like old anime. I like a lot of those older animes. I appreciate the older stuff. Demon Slayer, bro. Like,
I was gonna say, Demon Slayer has the best animation.
That's the blueprint, bro. But I'll check it out. Because it does look interesting. I don't know if I like.
I would honestly like. Well, honestly, the protagonist at the very... Huh?
Is he in it a lot?
The protagonist?
Yeah. Is there a lot of like? Is there like a lot of side characters? Like I just.
Oh, for sure. There's
Okay.
a bunch. Like you get introduced to a bunch of side characters. You'll find, like from the early, which is like a really cool psychology about Chainsaw Man, is that you just read the name Chainsaw Man. And it's like, oh god, dude, this is gonna be stupid. It's just gonna be a guy with fucking chainsaws. But it's so much deeper and so much more put together than what is just on paper. So Denji is just this like, I saw a video of it like really dissecting it, and there's like, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm listening to you, but this is bothering me. You see how this is? See this one, right?
Yeah.
I don't mean to
Unbutton it.
I don't mean to distract. No.
Oh, okay. We're almost done anyways, but
Why would I do that?
why
Sorry,
not?
I'm listening.
Anyways, somebody went into like the hierarchy of like like sociology or something, or just like people's personalities or whatever, and like there's a tier list of how people like meet each other or some shit, and usually everybody's like in the middle. Denji's all the way at the bottom because he has like no social norms. So at the very beginning, when he's introduced to the real world, he is very slow and like ignorant and like just he takes it all on, and he's stupid and like dumb, and you have all these other side characters that have to try and teach him how to interact in the world. And then you start noticing that Denji is becoming more aware and starting to like pay attention to these things, and he's starting to have his own collective thoughts and his own opinions on things. And you see like an entire like 180 from this character who you thought was just kind of lame at the beginning. You see a whole flip where he's actually like the best character, you know.
Is it gory?
Very
Sign-
gory.
Sign
Very,
me up. I'll check it out.
very, very gory. Yeah. He fucking has chainsaws, dude.
That's what I
He's
figured.
ripping up fucking monsters. Yeah, he's just ripping them apart.
Okay.
And the last episode was insane. Like, because they just don't fucking care about anything.
Have you watched?
I'd definitely watch it.
Okay, I'm going to. You know what?
Yeah.
That's one. Especially after you explain the hierarchy and social norms. After I'm done with Black Clover, there's only 4 seasons. I'm like mostly through season 2. After I'm done, I will watch Chainsaw. Cross my
There we
heart,
go.
hope to tie. I will watch Chainsaw Man. For audio listeners, we are doing a screen handshake.
Virtual handshake. Yeah.
Have you seen the new season of Bleach at all? I know you didn't watch it
No.
before. Okay.
That's one of the animes I wanted to start watching, but I was thinking of starting Vinland Saga next.
Have they dubbed it yet?
Oh, I don't know. I have Crunchyroll, so maybe, but
Who was I talking? Bro, I was talking to someone. Because my friend... Dude, that's like 3 years ago. Hang on, sorry. Time's catching up to me right now.
I'm actually a 30-year-old man.
Oh man. So like, Vinland Saga, because when I lived out with my weed man, I'm not gonna say like what his name was. Such a good friend of mine, helped me out with a lot.
Yeah.
He also liked anime a lot, and he knew that I've always been interested in like other cultures and like especially like Norse and like Viking. Something about like that has always intrigued me.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, it was like, during COVID, all we would do, it was terrible. I mean, it was fun, but it was terrible. We would get up, first thing we do, smoke. All we would do all day is smoke, like, just like make music, you know, talk about animes, watch anime, or, you know, other movies or stuff. Because, like, during COVID,
Yeah.
we literally were, like, we didn't do anything, really. We just
Yeah.
kicked it. I was going through some things. he let me live with him. I lived on his couch. Such a cool dude. But Vinland Saga was like, he always like, dude, Gannon, bro, you have to watch this. He's like, I know you'll love it. He's like, please watch this. And then I remember I looked it up and I'm like, subbed.
Oof.
See, that's one thing with me.
It's on Netflix now.
I wonder if it's dubbed. I will have to look.
I bet it is if it's on Netflix.
You
They
think?
usually get like the first season dubbed.
Dubbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it was with Demon Slayer when it came to Netflix. Yeah, so how you feeling?
I'm feeling
I
good.
was just about to say.
We have.
Oh, you're feeling good.
Oh. Feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good. I'm surprised I caught, bro. That was nuts, bro. If you would have saw what just happened, I might have some kind of jujutsu in me or ninjutsu.
Dude.
Literally was
Yeah,
like,
juice.
I put it up there. I didn't even make it on the table. Brought my hand back
Yeah.
to almost comfortable. Nose was falling. Came up with my palm and just like boop, back up on there.
You're like a anime character.
Yeah. Do you see the TikTok?
Yeah, I did.
That was,
You
bro.
sent it.
That you know, like I know a lot of people are like, "Yo, that's so me." He was like smiling, goofy, bro. That
Yeah.
would literally be me as a anime character. And I tried it a bunch of times.
I keep seeing videos of people doing it, and it's just like, I hate how it's like a trend. I like it, but it's like, I hate how people are like just posting whatever. It'll be like the most botched one, and it'll be like, it gets 3 likes, and it's fucking coming up on my For You page, pissing me off.
I think it's.
But watch, I'll do it.
Because I saw that I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I'll try it. Did a bunch of them, and like I was doing it on my. I was like, it sounds weird. I was using the filter on my bed, like
Yeah.
and I was trying to get the right lighting because it made me like not me whatsoever. Not like no. It'd be
Yeah.
like ones where like I have no beard like at all. Like it would have just and it would make my neck look all weird and not get the beard in because of lighting. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll go in the bathroom and try it. And then I still have my school smock on and everything, and I'm just that one hit. I'm like, that yeah, I see it. Maybe the hair had some more texture, but I was like, I'm gonna go with this one. This is pretty good. You can find us on all streaming platforms:
There we go. Yeah.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. If you have something else, you're strange. We also have our Patreon going on, guys. Only $3 a month. On the Patreon, on the Patreon, you can also find like Death Our Friend. I'm drawing a blank. Chase, help me out. What was the interview?
Next caller.
Next caller. Sorry. I was drawing a hard blank. Death Our Friend.
No.
Next
I feel
caller.
bad. Only $3 a month.
Yeah, only $3 a month, bro. And so you can find a lot of our exclusive content on there. We will start ramping up something. You could look at Chase's Inarticulate. Coming soon. For you political heads, I get it. If you're into that, listen to that podcast, please. I'm an anarchist personally, so I don't get it. But
Yeah, we'll have you on and we'll talk about it.
okay. And so what else?
That's it.
I'm a little lit. Okay. So yeah, dude. Get on that, dude. Patreon.
Get on it. Patreon. Oh, we also have a subscription on Spotify only, I think. It's only 99 cents a month. But there is also a free version that has ads. We tried it on the last episode. We didn't hear an ad, so
Give us some feedback.
I don't know, maybe
Please,
you guys-
somebody.
maybe you guys got lucky.
Anybody,
Yeah.
give us some feedback. Like, I listened to it. Sounds kind of weird. I like to listen to it sometimes. See what we said.
no, I always listen to it. Give us a
And-
free listen every month. or every week.
2. And so, give us some feedback if you're getting ads on it or whatever. Let us know.
Yeah.
Chase, thank you for
Definitely supports us. Yeah.
Absolutely. Come on. That's an obvious answer.
But Gannon, yeah, thanks for having me.
I said
Chase also.
I was saying thanks for having me on, but
No, but thank you for having me on.
okay. Who sent the invite?
What are you talking about?
Thanks for having me on, Chase. Once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Gannon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the episode.
His name's Chase,
My name is Chase.
and I was, am, and will always be Gannon. I almost forgot my line for my.
And I am and will always be Chase. Thanks, Gannon, for having me on.
Chase.
It was a great time.
Great
you know,
time. Great time.
great time. You're a lovely host.
You're a lovely host.
Hopefully, I'll be back on again.
Hopefully,
I will
I'll be
not
on.
leave this studio.
Sometime. Sunlight's
Yeah,
good for
all
you.
right,
Vitamin
man.
D.
Yeah.
Peace, love,
Vitamin
and
D. Is it
prosperity.
vitamin D or vitamin C?
It's vitamin D. We did this already.
All right, guys. Well, I'll catch you on the flip. Peace out. Love ya.
Love you. Peace.
Oh, shout out for Argentina winning the World Cup today.
No one cares.
Woo! Yep. See you guys.